All good?
All good.
You?
All good.
All good.
Hai fatto giro di pista?
No, perché ho finito tardi la riunione e non ce la facevo in tempo. Vado dopo. Verso le 18:30 vado.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the pre-event press conference. The first time since 2020. MotoGP is back in Brno, and it's great to be back for the Tissot Grand Prix of Czechia. Round 12 before we head into a welcome 3-week summer break. We're joined by 3 riders. Pecco Bagnaia from the Ducati Novo team. Pecco third in the World Championship, 12 podiums so far this season, including the Grand Prix victory in Austin. A podium here back in 2018 with Luca Marini when those two were teammates back in Moto2. To Pecco's right, we welcome KTM Factory Racing team rider Brad Binder. Brad 12th in the World Championship. Who will ever forget our last visit here to Brno, with Brad winning in just his 3rd ever MotoGP start. And of course, it was the first MotoGP victory for KTM as well. And delighted to be joined by Honda HRC Castrol rider Luca Marini. Luca 15th in the World Championship after missing the previous 3 rounds with injury. It was a fantastic return for Luca in the Sachsenring just a few days ago. Last weekend scoring his first top 6 for the factory Honda team. And in 2018, when second in Moto2, is from his first pole position in the World Championship. Gentlemen, welcome to all 3 of you. Pecco, we'll start the press conference with you. Back in Brno, I think everybody is super happy about that. This is a proper racetrack, an old school racetrack. So how much are you looking forward to being back here this weekend?
A lot. I'm looking forward also because it's one of the best racetrack we had also in the past. I was always enjoying riding here. It's a mix of tracks similar to Mugello, but harder braking points. So I think it's great, and with the new asphalt, I think it's like a different track for the speed we will have. I heard about the lap time they did in the test that are 4 seconds faster than in the past. So I think it will be so fun.
Yeah, Digia earlier on today said it was the Czech Mugello, so it should suit Ducati, I guess, this weekend.
Sorry?
Fabio Gianantonio earlier on said this is the Czech Mugello.
Okay.
So I guess this is going to suit Ducati this weekend.
I think that Ducati were switching well to this racetrack, apart 2020, where one Brad that was magistral for his conduction of the race. So I think our bike suits well to every racetrack, and this one with a lot of grip will be super competitive. I think Yamaha also will be competitive, but let's see, because we have a lot of straights and a lot of acceleration. So I think our bike will be okay, and also my riding style, I think, suits well to this track. So let's see. Just
finally, Pecco, you said after Germany that right now 3rd seems to be your place. Do you feel though that the recent steps you're taking forward with the team can put you into contention for the win this weekend, and you can be close to racing Mark?
I will do again the maximum. I feel that all the job we are doing, all the work we are doing in the last GPs is giving us more potential. So if we can start well this race weekend, understanding well the conditions, and do many laps during the session, we can fight for something more. The first step to do is to fight for the 2nd place, and then see if we can fight also for the victory.
Pecco, enjoy the weekend here in Brno. Well, come on then to Brad Binder, of course, riding for the factory KTM team. Brad, so many special memories for you, I'm sure. Just walking back into the paddock this week, I'd imagine brought back so many great memories of 2020. How special is it for you to be back at Brno, a track where, of course, one of your dreams came true 5 years ago?
Yeah, it's always cool to come back to any circuit where you have great memories. And this one in particular, I mean, yeah. It's crazy when I think back, it's been 5 years already. So yeah, I mean, it's cool to be back. It's always nice. Like, I got some great memories. Yeah, I've always enjoyed this circuit in Moto3 and Moto2 as well. So yeah, things have changed a lot since then, and I'm really looking forward to getting back on the my KTM here and giving it a go one more time.
The target is obviously to come in and try and win again, Brad, but this is a new game in Brno, the new surface, with it seems to have lots of grip. The bikes and tyres are quite a lot different now, of course, to 2020. So what do you think is the potential of the current KTM going into this weekend?
Honestly, I think these corners that are a little bit longer and slow pickups, I think, can help us. It's something that our bike does a lot better. And yeah, I mean, we're not going to understand much until we get on track tomorrow morning, especially with the resurface. It sounds like there's really good grip here at the moment, and lap times are super fast. But I mean, you'd also expect that with it being 5 years of development. And yeah, like I said earlier, I'm super excited to get going again. And yeah, I feel like I hit a real slump, and we're slowly starting to work our way up. So let's try to keep the momentum going.
Let's hope Brno 2025 is as good as Brno 2020 for you, Brad. Well, come on then to HRC's Luca Marini. Luca, as mentioned, a great result for you last time out in Sachsenring. How much of a boost was that result and the performance after what's been such a tough period for you?
Yeah, it's true. It was a really tough period, especially at the beginning, that I didn't know very well the situation. Really, after the injury, the first days were a little bit critical. The first impression was that I needed to wait a long time for come back on the bike, but then fortunately everything came easier and faster. The recovery was really, really fast, and I could do a nice race, a solid race, and then I was a little bit lucky for all the crashes in the front, achieved in a good sixth position, but I think we can do much more, and the target is to improve our bike, includes my riding, and we can do much better at the end of this season.
Luca, you're in an exclusive club in this room because you're the only rider or the only person here that's actually ridden a MotoGP bike on the new surface. You were here in Brno recently at the test. As the guys have said, the lap times seem to be much faster than 2020. So what was your impression of the new surface? Yeah,
it was my first day back on the bike after the injury, so I was with a little bit calm, riding the bike, not pushing at 100% sincerely, but I can say that the track is amazing, even better than before, and they did an amazing job with the resurface. The new tarmac is unbelievable, and I hope that also in the future we can have this quality all around the world, because they did a fantastic job. So just hope that also in next resurface in other tracks will be the same.
And just finally, Luca, we had the pleasure of your company in the commentary box in Mugello a few races ago. You talked about how calm and relaxed you were about the future with Honda. What is the latest situation there? Are you close to your 2026 plans being finalised?
Yeah, but in reality, we were always close. We were just talking about details in this period, but every time with Alberto and all the Japanese management, I have a really good relationship, and we know from the beginning what would be the future for next season. So it's just a matter of time, but everybody, we are happy.
I think you're always calm and relaxed, Luca. So great to see you back inside the top six last weekend. OK, that's enough from me for the time being. MotoGP Social will be up later, but for now, we'll invite questions, please, from the media. Thank you.
Yes, here, Borja González Dazón. A question for Pecco. Pecco, what do you think, or what are your feelings with the comeback of Jorge Martín? He has been your big rival in the last two seasons, and it's looked like it has been a super tough period for him.
Yeah, I think to restart, you need to restart after what happened to him. He started the season with a crash in 13 laps in Malaysia with a big injury. Then when he was ready to be back in the first race, he crashed again during a test with the supermotor and injured again. Then when he was back in Qatar, he was doing a solid weekend, calm weekend, I think, but then in the race he had the lucky crash with Dija. So after a period like this, I just think that he needs to be calm, relaxed, just trying to keep the pace again, trying to restart with keeping the pace again without pressure, without rush, and to don't have any kind of objective, just to restart trying a new bike, because for him it's a new bike, and trying to enjoy riding, because after the period he has is clearly not an easy one to figure out. So I think I'm happy to see him back. It's nice to have the #1 or the world champion on track again. I think he's good for the championship. Just he need to restart from a calm situation.
Gianmaria Rosati, Motosprint Italy, here. Question for Pecco. Pecco, since we are in the second part of the season, if you have to evaluate your first part of the season, what would be the evaluation from 1 to 10, more or less?
I don't want to consider last year, because if I consider last year, it's like 5. But from the start of the season, and for the problems we figured out in the in the middle of these 11 races, I think I can give to me a 6. I think I worked well in some situations, others maybe I was a bit too nervous. But sometimes it's a bit better to relax, calm, speak well with your team, and try to restart and trying to work well, to analyze and making steps in front. And in the last 3 GPs we did it, so I evaluate more the last 3 GPs than the first part that was a bit, we had a bit of chaos. The last 3 GPs I'm quite happy with the work done with my team, and now I think the job will taking how his spirit.
Dimitris Diatsidis from Cosmote TV. Question for the 2 academy riders. What is the meaning of 1996 for you, for this track? Luca, you were -1 when your brother won here. Is something special for you as a riders to know that in this track Valentino won his first race?
I think it's a great piece of history. First victory of Vale, I was -1 too, and so I wasn't there to enjoy the moment, and also in the future I didn't enjoy because I was too young. But in any case, it's great to know history. It's great to look back at this race with the fight of with Aspar Martinez. So was a great fight, but it's more for just a thing to remember. But for us, it's just that it's a good track to ride in, and it doesn't change that much our approach.
Yeah, like Pecco said, I think it's a moment of the history of the sport, and for all the people that has passion for MotoGP. So for sure a great moment, but like Vale had in a lot of tracks, so
you won in every track.
Yeah, exactly. Was a special one, but for sure for us doesn't change the approach, and what it's changed that is a really beautiful track, and is you enjoy a lot riding the bike here, and this will give us more motivation for sure for all the MotoGP riders, because you can extract a lot of power from the bike in this track, and this is amazing when you ride the bike. Completely opposite of Saxony.
Giovanni Zamagni, Moto ET and Sky TV on the right. So, I have one question for Pecco, one for Brad Binder. Pecco, after the winter stairs, would you have expected a season like this, or not?
No. But the season is not finished yet, so maybe I can bounce it back in the second half of the season. So let's see. It's true that in the test in Malaysia I was happy with my feeling with my bike. Then we arrived in Thailand, and we started to have many difficulties, and 2 riders just did a better job than me from the start of the season. Other riders did some races when they were a bit faster than us, but it's true that the potential right now is till now was to finish third, and I'm third in the championship. So we just need to what I just try to understand is to taking a step back, analyze better the things, and change a bit the approach. Knowing that winning right now is more complicated, we need to work more to be back to my what I think is my level. So we just need to continue in this way. But I wasn't expecting to struggle like this in the first half of the season.
And for Binder, I wanted to know which is the biggest limit of KTM in this year, in your opinion?
The biggest limit is difficult to say. Honestly, I think it depends a lot on the circuit. Some circuits we are really pretty okay, and some circuits we struggle a lot. But I would say things have changed a little bit in the last three races, and we seem to be finding the way. But for me, very clear at the beginning was an extreme amount of chatter on the rear and then the front. And as the season's gone on, we've got that under control. And yeah, we really would benefit a lot from a little bit more front grip. So that's what we're looking for.
Hello, gentlemen. Frank Weying here. Pecco, to your right. A question to you, Pecco. Pecco, you said that especially from Mugello on, you've worked in a way that is, let's say, better for you. You see some progression. In what way can you say that? In what way did you feel the progression? And after the German Grand Prix, I guess you watched the race back. What do you see if you see yourself and the guys in front of you?
I'm saying that because I more or less stopped to compare last year to this year. I know what was the potential of last year, but I know that right now is not there. So it was quite useless to speak about it with also the team. So I just try to do more laps, even if my feeling wasn't the best with what I was trying. And this makes our life just easier because the team can analyze better the things. So it's much easier for everybody, and also the atmosphere is just a bit better because it's true that the results are arriving are not what we want, but we just need to understand that right now we just need to take everything in a positive way and making step by step to be back to the lead. And my point of view from the race of Sachsenring, honestly, is when you're starting from the fourth row on the grid, you cannot expect that much. So honestly, I was there trying to recover as a maximum as I can, and then I was just trying to be very smooth on the rear tire to don't use too much. And I was seeing that many riders were crashing in front of me. The condition wasn't that easy to manage, and we finished in 10 riders. So I was there again, watching Alex Marquez from behind, and I was just trying to close this gap, but I didn't have the potential enough to close this gap because I was a bit on the limit too.
Cosimo Curatola, MOV Italy, question for all three. So a couple of weeks ago we heard about Max Verstappen saying in F1 there should be mandatory tracks. He said it was Spa, Zandvoort, Silverstone, Imola, Suzuka and Brazil. You think it should be the same in MotoGP? Because now you're talking about Brno like an iconic track, should be always there. And what would be the 6 iconic MotoGP tracks and why for you? Thank you.
Mugello, Austin, Brno, Malaysia, Phillip Island, Assen.
He was giving some help there from the our Dutch colleagues, I think maybe.
Assen. But I was saying Assen, also Barcelona, also we have more than 6. But I think it's true that it's mandatory to have it, but it's also true that the tracks need to be very focused on developing safety, because there are tracks that for me are mandatory like Jerez, where the safety is not very high, like corner 4, corner 7, that if you're crashing there, we saw Alex Rins and Frankie Morbidelli arriving very fast to their fence, or Mugello and Barcelona also, where the level of grip is very low. So I think we have some mandatory tracks where they need to improve the safety.
What would your 6 be, Brad?
The 6 I'm fastest at normally would be my ideals, but yeah, I mean, it's the same as Pecco pretty much. You know, I think you can't go wrong with Mugello, Phillip Island, Assen. For me, Brno is also sick. I like it here. Jerez, and if I had to choose a 6th, I don't know. I really like the layout in America, but I'm useless there, so I think I would skip this one.
And Luca, what about you?
Yeah, I think that compared to Formula 1, we are super lucky because we have a lot of nice tracks. There is no 6 in particular that I prefer. It's more or less like Brad said, if you are fast in a track, you like it. If you're not, no, you skip it. But depends a lot always on the bike, on your feeling on the bike. You can be fast everywhere, in my opinion. But Mugello, first of all, and Misano because I can go by car or by bicycle. And Portimao, Phillip Island, Austin also is super nice, and Brno.
Yeah, we're very lucky in MotoGP to have a choice of so many fantastic circuits.
Yeah.
It is brilliant.
Valencia also, yeah.
I'm British,
Maybe we can add some more right corners, would be nice.
I'm biased, of course, but I will say Silverstone as well. We know what a great track Silverstone is. Too many to choose from, I guess. We could have had 16, not 6. OK, gentlemen, it's time now for MotoGP Social. A little bit of a Czech Grand Prix quiz. We'll go question by question, so no need to write the answers to all the questions. We'll kick off first with which rider holds the MotoGP race record at Brno with a 156.027. Is it Jorge Lorenzo, Valentino Rossi, Dani Pedrosa or Marc Marquez? So when you've got your answers, OK, we've all gone for... Brad, what have you gone for?
I went for C, Dani.
You went for Dani Pedrosa, Pecco and Luca went for Dani. It was, of course, Dani Pedrosa here in 2014, the first time that season. Actually, Marc Marquez was beaten in 2014. We'll get the answer up very, very shortly. I hope it's C.
Yeah.
It is, of course, C. Dani Pedrosa back in 2014. Question number 2. 3 riders have won each time, or 7 times at Brno across all classes. Who are they? Is it Ago, Max Biaggi and Valentino Rossi? Mick Doohan, Max Biaggi and Valentino Rossi.
From which year Brno started in the calendar?
Well, the first Grand Prix was here in 1987, but they've been. This is at this current circuit. They've been racing in this part of the world since the I think 1965 might have been the first Czech Grand Prix. Pretty sure. So it's Ago, Max Biaggi and Valentino Rossi, or is it Mick Doohan, Max Biaggi and Valentino Rossi, or Giacomo Agostini, Mick Doohan and Valentino Rossi?
What category?
Across all classes. They've won 7 times here across all classes. Luca thinks it's C. Ago, Doohan and Rossi. What have you gone for, Brad?
I went through for C, but I have no clue, to be honest.
OK, and Pecco has gone for A.
Yeah.
The answer was A. Yeah, Pecco's pumped with that one. It was Ago, Max Biaggi and Valentino Rossi. We'll never forget Max Biaggi's wheelie here in 1998. OK, question 3. Yamaha is the manufacturer with the most Brno wins across all classes. Is that true or false?
Yamaha is my manufacturer with the most Brno wins.
Luca thinks it's true. Yamaha has won the most Brno wins. Brad thinks it's false. Pecco thinks it's false. It was false. It's Honda with 43. You're not going to be very popular when you go back to the garage now, Luca, I'm afraid. OK, question 4. Who took their first MotoGP win at Brno in 2016? Viñales, Miller, Iannone or Crutchlow? Pecco thinks he's very, very confident.
I don't know.
It was Cal Crutchlow for LCR. He was the first British winner in 35 years since Barry Sheene. And to wrap things up, in which year did Marc Marquez take pole on slicks in wet conditions? I guess you were in that session, Pecco, weren't you?
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. It was, the answer, it was 2019. Famously afterwards, Danilo Petrucci said, I don't know how the track was dry for Mark and wet for the rest of us. Okay, gentlemen, well done. Thank you very much. If you can sign those boards.
Fate tutto giusto.
And then we'll just get you to take a quick picture with the boards. I think you were the winner on that one, Pecco. I'll give you some. Okay, Brad, you can all three of you stand for the photo. Of course, just a quick reminder to the media, coming up next, an exceptional press conference with the returning world champion, Jorge Martin. And just one photo, guys, without the boards, and we'll let you get on with your weekend. Okay, Pecco, Brad, Luca, have a great weekend here in Brno.
Have a good one, my bud.
Thank you.